This time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Washington football team. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Ryan. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Ryan. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Ryan. Pass incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. At Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
From the 40 now on second down. Minshew. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards remain on second down. Here's Minshew. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Mike Pennell coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Minshew sets to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Minshew. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. It'll be Minshew again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, as the 1st half is winding down. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Gibson again.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff for Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Minshew completes it to Samuel. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, they turn to Patterson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Ryan. Open man, there is Patterson, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Man open left side is Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
He'll buy some time right. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Falcons!
Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Pass complete. This is Sims.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Minshew throw complete there to Thomas.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Minshew.
They've got his man complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Minshew.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could.
Man, fucking comp sucks ass, man. Good game, bro. Made my DBs just stop and never finna get picks, man. Damn, good game.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first